It's Wednesday, the 30th of May, 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So there's no safety energy lock number 30 in Jin Shin Jyutsu, but there are a number of different versions of 3, which is what 30 obviously can be reduced to. So safety energy lock number 3 is located if you place the heel of your hand on your shoulder where your fingers are resting on the inside, the upper tip of your shoulder blade. That is safety energy lock number 3, and it's the door. It's the door that swings inwards and outwards. It swings inwards so that we can let nourishment in, and outwards so that we can let toxins out. And it is the safety energy lock on which the diagonal mediator, it's got such a long word, but basically the energy that's associated with the emotions and the attitudes start developing on safety energy lock number 3. So 3, if that door isn't swinging open and closed, then we become stuck in our attitudes. And an attitude is essentially an emotion that is felt repeatedly and continuously and over and over and over. So if you have a perception that someone did something awful to you 20 years ago and you haven't let it go, the more of those things you have, the more stuck that door becomes, and the less flexible we become in our thinking and in our emotions and generally in our way of being. Safety energy lock number 12, which is located here in the center of the neck, it literally means thy will be done. So safety energy lock number 12 allows us to align our human will, where we have the criticisms and the judgments and the he did that to me kind of attitude, and divine will, which is that everything actually is neutral until somebody judges it. So it helps us to align our will with divine will, and that truly helps us to align with who we really are and helps us to navigate our way more smoothly through life. Then we have safety energy lock number 21, which is also a 3, and it's here on the cheekbone. And safety energy lock number 21 means escape from mental bondage. So 21 helps us to connect to break down those constructs that keep us trapped, that keep us trapped in our way of thinking. So basically, if I've explained this well, the 3 sort of gets harder and harder as it progresses. It also potentially becomes more and more expansive as it progresses. And so safety energy lock number 30, not safety energy lock number 30, sorry, 30 essentially is an even more refined version of that. And so it's at that level that we can truly expand, I believe, into who we really are, into that limitless life potential that is at the essence of every human being. 3 is a number of creativity. It's a fire number. So today you might find yourself being very creative. You might also find yourself being really structured. You might find yourself being good at strategizing. Today you may have great ideas, and not just great ideas, but also be able to implement them and put together a strategy. So if strategizing is required in your life, today would be a good day because that energy is available to us. We also are able to adapt to these strategies that we have put into place today because of the 5, and we are able to also appreciate the emotion that that engenders. So if you're putting together a plan for a goal and you're not actually feeling it, maybe you need to revise your goal or your strategy. All right, and today would be a good day to do that. The hero today is the 1, and 1 in the hero position says, here I am, I'm fully integrated for now, and I am enough. I am the best version of me right now. And when we can accept that, then we really open the door to expanding into the next best version of ourselves. And 1 in the hero position gives us the confidence to be able to break those mental shackles, to rid ourselves of that baggage, to even admit that we've got it, okay? So that we can integrate that more fully and we don't suppress that where it just goes and sits in our physiology and basically trips us up in all sorts of ways that are less than pleasant. The villain today is the 4. So when we have the 4 in the villain position, now we become blind to the truth. And that's usually blind to the truth in ourselves first. So when you have 4 in the villain position, you might go, well, my door is absolutely open. I am completely receptive to all the gifts that the universe sent me, and I release all the toxic emotions that I have trapped in my body. That's 4 in the villain position, right? Because if you really could do that, you would be an enlightened being, and we'd probably be coming to visit you in your ashram in India or one of those places. So if you're just a normal person like me, then you've got those issues, you've got issues, and your blind spot is operative, and today your blind spot may be operative more than usual, so do be aware of that. Luckily we have Jin Shin Jyutsu to help us through. So safety energy lock number 3 is located on the middle finger. The middle finger harmonizes the liver and gallbladder organ function energy. It harmonizes the attitude of anger and frustration and repeated disappointment and guilt. So when we hold our middle finger, we can actually harmonize those attitudes. We can help to start breaking them down so that we can become more flexible and we can allow more of the life force to flow into our lives. The gallbladder is the organ that says, I believe in myself, I believe that I'm worth it, I believe that I've got this. And the liver says, I trust that I can align my will with divine will. And when I do that, when I'm able to do that, when I'm able to align my lower mind with my higher mind, or when I'm able to align my personal will with cosmic or divine will, then I can become integrated into the best version of myself. The liver also governs and controls, the liver and gallbladder governs and controls the blood. And the blood is the organ in Jin Shin Jyutsu, well, not the organ, the tissue in Jin Shin Jyutsu that distributes the life essence or the ki. So when our livers are healthy and we are detoxifying optimally, then we not only are distributing nutritious blood to the rest of the body and actual physical nutrients, but we are distributing energy to each and every cell. So holding the middle finger is valuable on a number of levels. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.